Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got another selection of boxes here that we're going to work our way through this evening. A couple more over there if we've got the time. Making a really good dent actually. I just had a wee sort of nosy up around the corner there, and we're just sort of really consolidating down on getting through all these boxes. So I'm not going to waste too much time here with chitter chatter. We'll just get the first box down here and have a look at what's inside. So this one is open, so I did can't see it as I was bringing them all over. It's one of the Chalet New Year sets. So this is 80106, the story of Neon. It's actually quite a nice set. Obviously the year of the bull on this occasion. You get this nice little sort of facade here. It's like a, you know, the sort of wall to a walled city then with the sort of very sort of extravagant gates in the middle here. And then we have just a sort of big, don't know what this is, like a big sort of dragony bully style creature here. And loads of minifigures then, so I think you get like 7 or 8 minifigures in this one. So yeah, it's quite a cool wee set. There's not a huge amount to it, but I think it presents really nicely actually. It's a nice little sort of winter scene as well. And you can see sort of around the back here, just sort of focuses in a few areas here. You've got like firecrackers here, and it's a nice little scene here as well with the snowman and stuff like that. So I think I've got a couple of these. I've got certainly one to build. I do like these Lunar New Year sets, especially some of these older ones where they were kind of more focused on sort of a building style scene with people around it. So I imagine sort of if I have like a Chinatown area, this kind of be a nice entrance gate into Chinatown. But we'll see. I'm not sure exactly how we'll go about that or how we'll sort of integrate that in the layout. But it's a cool little set, and again you get some nice little minifigures as well, a few kids and stuff too. So yeah, so I'll just pop it down here a little bit. I'll grab the next box here then. So got it. Right, okay, so this is okay. So it's another Bricklink designer set here. This was one I was a bit on the fence about, but I decided to pick it up anyway in the end. So here we have set number 910004. It's the Winter Chalet designed by Sandro Damiano. So yes, I was a bit on the fence with it about this one. I love the idea of it. A nice big winter chalet will fit in perfectly in a winter scene or a winter layout. However, it is entirely open back, and it's a reasonably substantial building, so it'll take a bit of work to close that off if need be. There is a fantastic, you know, inside to it all. You know, you get the rooms upstairs and then this big banquet scene and all downstairs. So it is a very, very cool set, without doubt. But I don't know if I'll hold on to this one or not. It comes with a few minifigures. There's nothing particularly stand out with any of them. They're all pretty generic, but it is, like, it's a lovely set. I'm not sort of downing on the set at all. It's a really cool build, and I really love the design. I'm just not sure if it will feature in my layout or not, but again, due to the limited nature of these sets, I sort of felt compelled to pick one up. So we have it anyway, and we'll sort of decide in due course whether we're going to hold on to it or move it on. But just another nice set really to have in the collection then. And then next up we have, okay, so this has got quite a few sets in it here. Let's move these boxes out of the way. Oh, space is so at a premium in this place at the minute. I'm making an absolute mess of this. Alright, so you know what? I'm gonna put it over here and lift it from here. Right. Okay. So what do we have here? We have a few different sets. So loads more of the Hogwarts banner sets here. So I got these all reduced in Tesco for £10.50, which is a really good price. I can't remember what the retail was. I don't know if it was £24.99 or £29.99. But I had no particular desire to pick these up for myself. I know I sort of spoke previously about the Hogwarts Moments books, and I had picked them up initially with the intention of getting them, and then they kept releasing all of these very similar style sets, and it kind of made me realise that there's just too much going on here. I'm sort of done with collecting them, but you know, I picked up a few as I went along the way. But these I've picked up largely as investment. Then, given the price, it was a bit of a no-brainer. So there's 4 different house banners, one for each of the houses within the Harry Potter story. So we've got obviously 76412, which is the Hufflepuff house banner. And then I've got 76410, so that's the Slytherin banner. Obviously, depending on what your favourite house is, will dictate the banner you've got. Let me know in the comments down below who you side with. Are you a Slytherin fan, or Hufflepuff, or either of the others, which we'll see in a wee second. So I've got another one of the Slytherin ones there. And again, these are all £10.50 when I picked them up. And then here we have 76411, which is the Ravenclaw house banner. And obviously each of them come with minifigures, obviously significant to the house. So you got Cho, Luna, and Michael Carner on that one. And then we have Susan Bones, Cedric Diggory, and Hannah Abbott. So a few figures that you'd be less sort of inclined to get. Here we have Blaise Zabini, Draco Malfoy, and Pansy Parkinson. And then finally, I've got 4 of these ones. It's the Gryffindor house banner. I think this is the most popular one too. So it has Angelina Johnson, Neville Longbottom, and Harry Potter. It also comes with a really cool chess tile piece, which I think is really neat. So we've got 4 of these then as well within this box. You see another one there. One more. And then the 4th and final. So yeah, some really cool little sets there then, which I'll be putting away then to sell on at some point. Just move this box then over out of the way. And okay, next up we have an absolutely humongous box here. So I'm gonna just try and sort of. Right, there we go. Right, so in here, what do we have? First set is 76157. It is the Wonder Woman 84 set. I don't think, much like the film, this set did particularly well. I picked it up really early days because I thought it actually was going to be a really good set. The box art is really neat. It's very sort of comic booky. It's very reminiscent to some of the sort of box art you get on the more exclusive Comic-Con sets, I think. So I thought that really sort of stood this one apart. The actual scene itself and the build isn't phenomenal. You do get some neat minifigures, obviously with Cheetah here and the Wonder Woman, but just not the best of sets, and I don't think it did terribly well. You do get these pieces, which are very cool, but I don't know what I'll be doing with that. I don't know if there's enough value in it to try and sell it on or what, but we'll see. The box isn't in fantastic condition. And then we've got 2 absolutely humongous sets in here now. 2 that I'm very looking forward to building, but are considerably heavy. So first up is 75978 Diagon Alley. So I'm not massively into Harry Potter in terms of collecting, however, as far as sets go, this one is truly phenomenal. I think the way they have represented Diagon Alley with each of the individual shops, it is designed to either run in a row like this. They are open back though, however, but that's not a major problem. It's such a cool set. Or you can run them sort of facing onto each other with the alley down the middle. They then released the bank, which I cannot remember the name now, which is then set to sort of go at the end if you want to go for that side by side look. So yeah, cool set. I got this on one of the weekends with the Harry Potter gift of purchase. You know, if they hit a threshold, and this is the set that I really wanted. It's not readily available anywhere else outside of Lego, so I thought it was a great opportunity to pick up something to get the gift of purchase. So we've got that, and then finally in here, not to be outdone, is another absolute monster of a set, and this is 71741, and it is Ninjago City Gardens. So I have already built Ninjago City and Ninjago City docks. So naturally I was going to pick up the gardens as well. So I got this a couple of years ago, and I sort of want to have a little kind of Ninjago City layout. I don't know if it'll feature in my main layout or if I'll have it separate, with just each of these sets sort of combined together and just maybe filled out a wee bit, create a wee bit of a scene area around it. But this set in itself, again, it just, as with all these Ninjago sort of city sets, they're just so stacked with detail. They're so bright, they're so colourful, so well thought out, multi-level, tons and tons of figures, just an absolute beauty of a set. So and this one actually comes with the limited edition Golden Woo. So this is now a retired set as well. There's two more which I haven't picked up yet. We'll probably pick one of them up this year. I'll probably pick up the markets this year. But yeah, just really great sets. They are pricey, but I think they're sort of a must-have really for the collection. So we'll just stick that up there. Move this box over. And then we've got one more here. So this is alright, so this is another set that was filled out previously. So here we have 75936. It's the T-Rex Rampage. Now I think in the couple of videos ago I did cover this one. I do have one myself in the background here which is built, but sort of in multiple parts, and then I just thought it's an absolute must set, just to have for future investment. The iconic Jurassic Park gate, this huge brick built Tyrannosaurus Rex, and then obviously the really the integral minifigures really from the early movies. So yeah, it was a must get really, to put away. I thought it'd be a good investment piece. I did get them on offer. I got them a little bit cheaper through, I think it was actually from Argos perhaps, if memory serves me correct. So I was very happy with the price paid for them, and very happy to sort of pick a couple of these up. So these will be sitting in the investment pile anyway, sort of waiting to sell on in the future. Just going to grab a couple more boxes here. I'll just bring them over beside me, and then I'll tidy this mess up behind me, and we'll sort of crack through a couple more before we see out this video. Alright, so I pulled over a couple more boxes here that I had set aside, so I'll bring the first one out then. Let's see what's got in here. Okay, so it's a set actually we pulled out in one of the earlier boxes there. So we can get into it. Another one of the 80106, the story of Neon, Lunar New Year sets then. So yeah, as I said, I have picked up a couple of these. I do intend to hold on to one of them myself. I will also be looking at shifting some of these in the future. I'm not sure that they necessarily do that well. I think sometimes that expectation is, because they're reasonably exclusive, in that they launch exclusively for their New Year and they only have a 1 year run, that expectation is they'll do really well, but the demand sort of diminishes a little bit very quickly, and they're also probably pretty well hoarded as well amongst investors. So but yeah, I've got a couple of those anyway, so we'll just pop it down there. And then lastly we've got this big box here. Lots of big boxes coming out in this video, which makes it nice and difficult to get into. Okay, yeah, it's a very cool set. We have two of them. So here we have set 21322, more Lego ideas, Pirates of Barracuda Bay. So this obviously is a remake, well not a remake, but a reimagining of the Barracuda ship from sort of way back in the sort of 90s, 80s, whatever. Not a ship that I had at the time, not a ship I was particularly interested in. Like I said, I'm not hugely I was never hugely into the pirates and stuff like that, but this Lego idea set was kind of a sort of a homage to it. It's a build that can be presented in two ways. You've either got this sort of shipwreck island, or alternatively, if we see in the back here, it can be built as the ship on its own with a little island itself. So you've got a couple of options with that set. It's just really cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Again, it was a very last minute purchase for me. It was retiring. I don't know if it was an offer or not. I think there was a really good gift with purchase available at the time. I got this a couple of years ago now, just as I said, right on retirement. I think it was good gift with purchases. I think there was multiple, it was stackable gift purchases at the time, and this is a set that wasn't readily available at a discount from any other retailer. I always thought to myself I would kind of like one, but worst case scenario, I think it's a great set to put away as an investment. So I picked up not one of them, but two of them. I think it was also at the same time that, around the same time that they had sort of made aware of price increases, which included assembly squares. So I think I picked up a couple of these and a couple of assembly squares and got some really good gift purchases along with them. It might have been the sailboat at the time, actually. I can't quite remember. This box now seen better days, so if I'm going to keep either of them, this will probably be the one to keep. But yeah, so I picked up two of them then. One potentially for myself, one absolutely to put away, but we'll see. I could very easily end up selling both of them. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly how I would kind of factor into my layout. Like I said, I do plan to have a little bit of a sea area. It won't be extensive, so I'm not really sure if this would maybe be too big, but I'd sort of rather have to make that decision further down the line, knowing that I have it, rather than not. Because obviously as time goes by, it'll be much more difficult set to pick up, but we've got two of them for now anyway, to go with all these other huge sets. So some massive sets in there. If you have any particular favourites, let me know down in the comments, because I know some of these sets are you know, real big hitters of recent years, particularly the Diagon Alley and I suppose the Ninjago sets as well. That's not my favourite of the Ninjago City sets now. I think I love the original one, the Ninjago City, but there's something about the docks that I really like. I'm not sure that necessarily would be mirrored by everyone, but it's absolutely one of my favourites. You know, there's just something about it, slightly lower profile. It's got sort of a wee bit more interest to it with the docksy and everything, so I really like it. But I'm really looking forward to building that one and sort of getting future ones as well and adding in the collection. But for now, that's going to wrap up this video. Thanks once again for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll have tons more videos coming up in the near future, so keep an eye out. I kind of alluded to it in the previous video, but we're really sort of getting through these boxes now. Once I get through everything, then I'll look at varying the content up a little bit, and sort of introducing maybe some builds and I suppose just starting with the actual Lego city layout itself, which is kind of what I would be tuning in for. And I suppose now that we've kind of got to see a lot of the stuff that's here, it'd be nice to actually see how that will look within my layout. But so obviously, yeah, hit that bell icon just to make sure that you're kept up to date as future videos drop. And thanks again for tuning in. I'll catch you all in the next video, guys. Take care. Bye.